I came across something strange out in the wilderness. I saw a figure holding a lantern, standing perfectly still at the mouth of a cave. It was really strange. I decided to get a closer look to see what was going on, but as soon as I reached the entrance, I stopped. It was like some invisible force was blocking my way. I worked up the courage to reach out and touch it. The air, it felt solid. It was like hitting an invisible wall. But instead of being scared, I just got more curious about the person with the lantern. I realized the figure was moving, but just barely at first. The deeper I went, the faster it moved. That is when I started to panic a little. I had a feeling this wasn't a normal person. Before I could even process what was happening, the sky behind me started flashing. The weather was perfectly sunny before, but now it was flickering between light and dark. Then a scream came from deep inside the cave. That is when I completely freaked out. I didn't even think. I just ran. But I never expected this. By the time I got out, it was completely dark. I couldn't understand it at all. I felt like I'd only been in there for a few minutes. There was no time to think. I just had to get out of there. But when I got to my car, I couldn't believe my eyes. The whole car was covered in vines. I tried to start it, but the battery was completely dead. I had no choice but to get out and walk. That is when I saw a few other cars nearby. I started to realize something was seriously wrong. I walked over for a look and saw my friend's backpack in one of the cars. I knew right away my friends had come looking for me. Now there was no way I could leave. I had to suck it up and go back into that cave to find them. So I wouldn't get lost inside, I started dropping glow sticks to mark my path. But then something weird happened. The glow sticks I tossed didn't fall. I was just stunned by what I was seeing. This was all just too bizarre. I reached out to touch one, and it started to float forward on its own. It was like it was leading me somewhere. It passed right through that invisible wall and dropped to the ground. My mind was racing with questions. Just then, the sky outside the cave flashed again. This time, I didn't run. I decided to keep going and find my friends.